Chomlipso, Kanyom Chmo Pablo Kang, Chiaឯកអ Institute Australia now Cambodia. Welcome to the virtual launch of Clean Energy Week 2020. I was looking forward to launching Clean Energy Week at my residence in person, bringing together government, the private sector and development partners to celebrate clean energy opportunities in Cambodia. Recent COVID-19 developments have meant this is no longer prudent, but it's great that technology allows us to meet virtually. This is the third Clean Energy Week, and I'm pleased that Australia has been a founding sponsor alongside the UNDP and the British Embassy. Across the globe, we are seeing the emergence of a new energy system. Today, the International Energy Agency released its Renewables 2020 report. IEA analysis predicts renewables will become the largest source of electricity generation worldwide by 2025, supplying 1/3 of the world's electricity. By 2050, wind and solar will account for over half of all electricity supply. In Australia, 1 in 5 households now have solar on their homes, and a new solar panel is installed every 6.5 minutes. While the environmental imperatives of renewables are obvious, the economic drivers are equally compelling. This year's World Energy Outlook showed that solar is consistently the cheapest power source, even accounting for firming costs. Renewables are projected to meet 80% of growth in global electricity demand to 2030. The economics of energy mean that the key question is not if we will transition, but when this will happen and how we can best plan for and support this transition. Major markets are increasingly demanding renewables products and considering measures such as border adjustment taxes. Countries that don't meet these requirements will become less competitive. We are committed to making clean energy technologies globally scalable, commercial and achievable, building on the more than 11 billion Australian dollars the Australian government has already invested in more than 700 clean energy projects back home. Through our flagship Investing in Infrastructure 3I program in Cambodia, we are supporting the Cambodian government to develop a renewable energy strategy. Australia is also partly funding the Asian Development Bank's work to prepare Cambodia's broader energy master plan looking out to 2040. This work is creating a strong evidence base to inform public policy around energy. Early results suggest that Cambodia has vast solar and wind resources, and that integrating more of this can lower total electricity costs. This transition is not without challenges, something we know all too well in Australia. 60% of our coal-fired power stations will close by 2040, and we are shifting towards a decentralised and digitised system. Though our electricity systems are very different, both Australia and Cambodia are concerned with making energy more secure, affordable and reliable. This will require innovation in both technology and policy tools. We are currently strengthening energy agency-to-agency linkages between our countries to share knowledge on solutions to the challenges of integrating renewables. Last month, our Foreign Minister released Australia's COVID-19 Development Response Plan to guide our support to Cambodia as it recovers from the pandemic. A significant focus of our work is on recovery from economic impacts, including supporting Cambodia's energy transition. Global energy demand, though rebounding, is still expected to fall by 5%. This slowdown gives Cambodian policymakers more time to strengthen the grid and to benefit from a well-planned energy transition. And so, Cambodia is at a critical juncture. Building back better after COVID-19 requires the collective effort of policymakers, utilities, the private sector, development partners and consumers. As a close neighbour and friend, Australia is committed to working with Cambodia to share our knowledge and experience to support Cambodia's goal to expand access to affordable, reliable and sustainable energy for all Cambodians. In closing, I would like to convey to everyone involved in Clean Energy Week 2020 the 4 Buddhist blessings: Ayuk, Vanak, Sokak, Polia, Combine Clean Clit Lai. Som Okun.